News in 5.
News and developments making headlines around the world in 5 minutes.
World News in 5.
Here on Radyo Pilipinas Worldwide.
This is World News in 5 here on Radyo Pilipinas World Service. A United Nations official clarified that the international organization's meeting with 25 envoys from different countries, including from Afghanistan's Taliban, is not about the discussion of international recognition of the group. According to UN Political Affairs Chief Rosemary DiCarlo, the Doha meeting this weekend is about Afghanistan and its people, stressing such engagement does not mean an international recognition of the Taliban. The meeting, which will be held in the Qatari capital, is the third of such kind and the first time to be attended by Afghan Taliban. Despite its full control in 2021 following the withdrawal of the United States-led forces from Afghanistan, the Taliban's government remains out of international recognition and currently slapped by several sanctions. Meanwhile, when asked about civil society groups' criticism of why the UN didn't have Afghan women at the meeting, DiCarlo said the summit is not an inter-Afghan dialogue. The UN official explained that the scheduled meeting is part of a process for Afghanistan's talks, adding she also hopes Afghan women could attend such engagements in Doha in the future. Since its return to power, the Taliban imposed stricter rules against women, such as barring them from schools and work, prompting a strong condemnation not only from Afghans but also from foreign governments. The group defended that their moves respect the rights in line with their interpretation of Islamic law.
World News in 5.
Here on Radyo Pilipinas Worldwide.
In our news, North Korea says it conducted a test aimed at developing missiles carrying multiple warheads. According to the state-run KCNA, the country's missile administration successfully conducted a test on Wednesday using the first stage engine of an intermediate-range ballistic missile. During the test, it said the separated mobile warheads were guided correctly to 3 coordinate targets, and the effectiveness of a decoy separated from the missile was also verified by anti-air radar. The KCNA said the test is part of the normal activities of the country for the rapid technical development of weapon systems. North Korea's statement came a day after South Korea reported that Pyongyang launched what appeared to be a hypersonic missile off its east coast, but it exploded in mid-air. South Korea, together with its allies, the United States and Japan, immediately condemned the said launching as a violation of United Nations Security Council resolutions and a serious threat to the region. They also warned North Korea against additional provocations in the wake of its recent signing of a mutual defense agreement with Russia.
World News in 5.
Here on Radyo Pilipinas Worldwide.
And for Philippine Embassy and Consular News, the Preparatory Commission of the Comprehensive Nuclear Test Ban Treaty Organization, or CTBTO, adopted the recommendations and the report of the Working Group A, or WGA, chaired by the Philippines during its 62nd session at the Vienna International Center earlier this week. According to the Philippine Embassy in Austria, Philippine Ambassador and Permanent Representative Evangelina A. Bernas, in her capacity as chair of the WGA of the CTBTO, introduced the report of the 65th session of the working group and its recommendations to the Commission. The WGA, a subsidiary group within the CTBTO Preparatory Commission tasked to discuss its budgetary and administrative matters, made for recommendations on the Commission's financial statements for 2024, as well as on financial and budgetary decisions. CTBTO Executive Secretary Dr. Robert Floyd congratulated the Philippines for the impressive start of its WGA chairmanship. The embassy said the Commission expressed its appreciation for the efforts of Ambassador Bernas and her contribution to the work of the WGA. Several delegations also commended the work of the Philippines in the smooth and efficient chairing of the 65th session of the WGA held last May.
World News in 5.
Here on Radyo Pilipinas Worldwide.
And that's today's edition of World News in 5 here on Radyo Pilipinas World Service. This is Peñano. Good day.
World News in 5.
News and developments making headlines around the world in 5 minutes.
World News in 5.
Here on Radyo Pilipinas Worldwide.